All right, so let's go ahead and talk about my detailing setup. So a lot of you guys out there are pretty impressive. I'm gonna say that. What's the most impressive that I see is you guys operating out of your sedans. That's just mind blowing, you know. But I know that's possible because you could do, I'll say 2, 3 small cars with like 25 gallons of water. So that's like half of mine, right? So you could definitely put that in a sedan, and then all your power machines such as your air compressor, your generator. But me, I have big items. I have a 100-gallon, actually a 50-gallon tank. I have a huge 6,500 watt generator. So I have bigger things because I don't know. I think that's just the route. I didn't really put a lot of thought when I first got the vehicle. I do regret it now, but I'm making the best of what I have because I think if I was wiser, when I chose my detailing vehicle, I would have definitely did a small van like a Mercedes Metris or those Transits that you see, those small ones. Those are pretty cool and they do the deal. But my point was it's impressive. Again, impressive that those detailing vans that I see, they're really rigged out, pretty intricately. And again, most impressive is those detailers, who are in a sedan. Like that's, again, mind blowing. But let's talk about mine. So I am sporting 2018 Chevrolet Colorado pickup. It's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Unfortunately, I wanted to get a V6, but I guess at the time my budget was more on a 4-liter, so I had to go get that. But it does the job because I don't do like huge hauling. So this is kind of like a medium lightweight situation, and this is like a medium light duty truck, but with a huge work bed. I think this is a 6.5-foot bed, so that's probably the longest bed that this model had. So I like it because I have a lot of space. I have a lot of things and I have big things. So let's start off with my 4x6 trailers. I got this one from Lowe's, purchased that on credit. So I pay monthly payments and I paid as I go, paid it off in less than a year. So with my finances just kind of straying right here, I buy things in credit, utilize credit, but I pay it back, pretty quickly. So that's how I'm getting ahead. Anyway, so my 4x6 trailer, I got the 6,500 generator. I think that's definitely a Subaru motor. So that thing starts up with no hesitation. It starts up with just a snap of a finger, not literally. But anyway, so just some tools. It's not covered, so I do have the tarp, especially Florida summer season's coming up, so it is gonna get wet. I am gonna need that. Winter over here is really nice, and there's showers here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty just like cool. It's dry. It's beautiful down here. It's literally an oasis down in the winter in Florida. So come visit your boy in Delray Beach when you're down here. And whether you have your own car that you travel down here or a rental, you hit me up at Instagram, Auto Detailing Delray Beach, and you come see me when you're down here. I'll get your car looking right. I guarantee that. So some tools you're most likely gonna need when you are very detailed. Not to brag, and I'm not trying to brag, but I know I'm pretty thorough, and I do a lot of like paint polishing. I do like the advanced detailing, wet sanding, paint polishing, ceramic coatings, buffings. I'm dipping into doing paintings like plastic painting restoration. So I'm getting more. The more I'm doing this, the more technical I'm getting. So the more technical I'm getting, the more tools I'm accumulating. So get back to it. Extra hose just in case you need to plug into your clients. You run out of water, you need to hook up to a spigot. Always carry an extra hose. I would definitely say have your air tank right there. I would definitely have an umbrella. That's my base to my umbrella right there. Some shade, especially if you're a mobile detailer, you're gonna need some shade. Extra gas, that's a must. Got buckets for soap and water. 50-gallon water tank. I have my little setup, my pressure washer mounted on top of my water tank. I have my power supply that's pretty much everything is connected to. It's mounted on top of my generator. So that's like my power source. Click this on, everything goes on when the generator's on. So y'all saw my air tank. I got my, I believe that's a 50-foot pressure washer reel. I have my 50-foot or 50-foot, 75-foot electrical reel. So everything's pretty automated for me. That was my main goal when I first started this, and I'm almost there. I'm pretty automated. So those are lovely because it's literally you pull, it's I don't know, pull and go. So you pull it out, you pull it again, and it reels back in. It's a must-have. I remember when I first started detailing, I didn't have those. So everything I had to reel up by hand. And I did that for a while until I stopped being scared of spending money, and I just started going in and taking chances and reap the benefits of taking chances for sure. So I get better stuff. You move better, you know, you get better. You move faster, you get things. So now that was my 4x6. Now I still got more stuff on the bed in my 6.5-foot bed. I like to call that my dry box. This box has like my hoses, vacuum hoses, some like drills, brushes. So anything that's dry or like mechanical goes in there because I don't want it to get wet. Right there, I call that the wet box. Wet box because it's all liquid, pretty much. Chemicals, cleaning supplies, cleaning agents, compounds. I don't want to get those in anything dry. So that's my wet box. When you come work for me, that's pretty much what I'm talking to you right now is what I tell everybody. And I'm just breaking it down, simple. And one thing is, organization. And like, as you see, I have like boxes, storage compartments for everything. My wet boxes, dry box. Over there is my specialty tools, power tools, such as polishers. I have two rotary, dual action rotary polishers there. So that's another dry box. In this big box right here, I have more power tools, such as my air hot water steamer right there. Then I have my carpet interior upholstery shampoo cleaner, extractor. You're gonna need a shop vacuum. I would definitely make sure it's compact. Don't get those big 6-gallon. I believe this is a 3-gallon with about 5 horsepower from Home Depot. I get most of my tools from Home Depot. The only reason why is because the brands that they have, I preferably like them better. They have brands such as Ryobi, and then off the back, what is this? Rigid. Those are the tool brands that you'll mostly see a lot from me. So Lowe's don't carry them. Harbor Freight don't carry those. So I just mostly shop at Home Depot now because they carry the brands. And another thing is because these batteries pretty much just go with anything Ryobi. So I can't buy something from Lowe's and use this battery. That's not going to work. So, you know, shout out to Home Depot. This is not an advertisement. This is just me talking. So a cooler for outside, especially I'm getting prepared because it's going to get hot out here. So there's nothing, but I have a cooler to put ice, food, and water. Keep myself cool, hydrated. That's a must when you're working outside. I have my wheel brush, my wheel and tire cleaning bucket. That's kind of also like my tool bag. So as you'll notice, I have pretty much things when working on cars. You might need wrenches, screwdrivers, brushes, some maybe like drill bits, zip ties, all that's in there just in case something breaks down. What I've learned, and especially working with Pastime, me and my brother had a small handyman business back up in New Jersey. And what I learned is when you're doing this type of jobs and you're working with heavy machinery, they're gonna break down because they're like small cars. So you're gonna have to, and you're using them a lot, you're gonna have to service them and obtain them, fix things on a fly, you know? So I have these. I mostly use these brushes on work trucks or like cars that are really not well taken. I would say like very dirty. So these are very soft bristle brushes that they don't leave lines. If you use them very hard, they will. But I don't take these out on Ferraris when I do Bentleys, Ferraris, Mercedes. I don't use these. I use these on, like I said, work vans, work trucks, boats, large vehicles. You know, that's when I use those. Other than that, it's hand mitten all day. Safety cones, you should definitely get safety cones so people will see you, so that way you're visible. Let's see. just more random tools in that little holder. My blower, my my stand for my phone when I'm trying to create content. So all little stuff, gloves, air fresheners, masks, like a safety mask, because when I do wet sanding or dry sanding, cleaning someone's car when it's very dirty, I don't want to inhale all those chemicals and those contaminants for sure. So safety first for sure. Have gloves, because the gloves, when you're using agents, cleaning agents, you want to keep your hands safe, your skin safe, or otherwise you might burn yourself. So so that's my bed. And now, like I said, I got a lot of stuff. I'm growing, so now I've been moving things in the cab. So I got the suicide doors on the truck, 2018. Clean towels, so when I run out towels when I'm mostly using, this is kind of like the re-up inventory supply, so my bags of clean towels. This bag contains polishing pads. This is another, like a wet box, so you have more chemicals, extra bottles, compounds, more rubbing pads, appointment book scheduler. That other box is same thing. There's detergents in there to clean my towels, extra bottles. So kind of this is just like I keep the extra necessities that I use a lot that I might need on a fly. So I need to keep them close. Otherwise, I'd be coming back to my shop and just having to resupply. So there you have it. There you have it. Thanks for watching.